Test 1, 2, 3. Hello, MELS 605ers. Dr. Palermo with your week 10 instructional video. Week 10 means that you're two-thirds through this last course in your sequence. I hope you're pacing yourself and keeping up with assignments as well as the things that you need to complete in task stream. See your coach. If not, please. I have a little bit of a head cold, a cold in the nose, but that's the great thing about online. I'm only infecting my keyboard, and I'm going to bring my same enthusiasm, if not the same voice, to this week's brief instructional video. I hope all is well with you. Last week, I've been catching up on a couple of discussions since it was spring break, and I took a little break. The Hersey, Principle for a Day thing. A shout out to Stephanie Dixon for a very astute analysis and ideas for change. I challenged you there to pretend you were the principal of your school, and some of you went at that better, stronger than others. Stephanie knows what she wants to do. Check it out. So where do you want to be next year? You're completing a degree program that will allow you to be an administrator in the state of North Carolina. Do you have plans? Do you plan to stay where you are? Do you want to go to grow, as one of my colleagues frequently says? If you want a position and there's not one readily available for you right at your school, how willing are you to go to another school in your district? How willing are you to travel 30 minutes and work in another district? Have you looked at private and charter options? How open are you to an administrative position somewhere else? Think about it, and you're getting close to that. Excuse me. This week's content is Hersey 12 and Glickman 16 and 17, and a couple of neat topics, and again, things that are blending and merging nicely with the competencies that you should be demonstrating for your program as well. Effective communication is really important, and lots has been written. Some of you have had training in crucial conversations and crucial confrontations. Two books that both explain better ways to communicate and also how to approach conflict in communication. Some good ideas in Hersey, and I challenged you here in the discussion to reflect on a time when a conversation didn't go so well. And I would keep it to school, but if you wanted to talk about a poor communication with a spouse or significant other at home or at church or somewhere else, if that's what works for you, it's all the same. But in schools, did you have a particularly poor conversation with someone that you would like to rewind and readdress? Usually as I was driving home as a principal, I would replay some of the tapes from the day in my mind, and oftentimes it was emotions that got in the way of a really good factual conversation with staff about what we could be doing better. So think about that. And then finally, the last discussion is about meetings. And if death by meeting sounds good to you, check out Patrick Lencioni in the table group. I like Lencioni's stuff on conflict too, the 5 dysfunctions. But here, what could you do to run meetings better? And again, take an agenda. If there are agendas for faculty meetings or PLC meetings at your school, find an agenda somewhere and analyze it. What could have been done better? What could you do differently? I love the little chart in chapter 16 on dysfunctional members. I could see several of those people at meetings that I've been in: blockers and self-confessors, dominators, people who dominate the meeting. What could you do to address some of that behavior? So plenty to think and write about this week. That's all I got for you now. Again, I hope some of you do need to clean up discussions. If it said to respond to another and you hadn't, please do that. I will be grading things late if they're over 2 weeks old at this point. So let's clean that stuff up and finish strong. Most of you are doing terrific, and I really appreciate the reading that I'm getting to do, learning about you. Thanks all for this week.